Equinix has been globally accelerating and enabling enterprise customers in their journey and towards digital infrastructure use and deployment. So in India, we came in around 2021, and now we are expanding our data center infrastructure to Chennai with the launch of the CN1 data center. And we have been very successful in deploying and accelerating our co-location as well as interconnection ecosystem in Mumbai, and we believe that we'll be extending that into Mumbai also, and that will enable enterprise customers to leverage cloud, multi-cloud, AI, and that will help the digital growth and digital acceleration. It will enable digital acceleration of our enterprises, and in turn will accelerate the digital journey of the country. Well, the data center is capable to support the customer's requirement, whether it's AI, whether it's multi-cloud, whether it's hybrid cloud, interconnection with different system integrators and also content providers to enable content distribution within the country. And with growth of 5G, we are going to see further proliferation of content consumption across the country. And this data center would support our enterprise customers, the OTTs, the CDNs, the network service providers, to store their data, store their content, and then distribute it to the end customer in the south of India, while we already have our IPX in Mumbai for the other parts of the country. So as you would have seen that we first started off with a deployment in Mumbai. Mumbai happens to be the hub for data center deployments by enterprise customers for India. Around 50% of data center capacity of the country is in Mumbai. And the reason obviously is because of the undersea cable availability over there, the ecosystem of service providers, and also quality data centers available there. Next, when we were analyzing where the customers want us to go, we realized that it is preferred that we set up another data center in Chennai, because here is again where most of the other cable systems which land in Mumbai, many of them land here in Chennai also, but there are some new cable systems which land in Chennai and then connect to other parts of the world, especially towards the east side. So many customers need DC, which is in Mumbai, and maybe a DR in Chennai, and some other customers anyway need a POP in Mumbai to cater to the northern and western part of the country, and one in Chennai to cater to the southern part of the country. And with both the two locations having undersea cables, that gives redundancy to them as far as their international connectivity is also concerned. So it becomes an obvious choice that after Mumbai, we set up our next IPX in Chennai. First of all, we focus on enterprise customers. That's our bread and butter. And we have around 10,000 customers across the globe, and we have been supporting their requirement and changing requirements over the time as the internet and other things have evolved. So we provide multiple services to our customers, which are our big differentiator. First of all, that we have 270 plus data centers in 75 plus metros and 35 plus countries around the globe. So our customers get the Equinix platform available across the globe to go and deploy their IT infrastructure to reach out to their customers. So now Chennai customer can easily reach out to customers across the globe through our platform. Similarly, customers, multinational customers who have deployment with us across the globe in other parts of the world can now set up a POP here and then cater to the customers here in India. Second is that we have been able to provide a very high uptime to our customers, which is 99.99% uptime, because our unique design, the processes that we follow in building our data centers and managing our data centers. The same now service would be available in India, in Chennai, highly reliable and highly scalable data center. Third is interconnection services, is what is the most important differentiator that Equinix brings to the table, which enables our customers to leverage the new technologies like cloud or AI more than if it would have been another data center. Just to give you some example, that if a customer wants to have their own data in their own premises or in their own equipment, but still leverage cloud in such a way that in spite of the data not be put on the cloud, there is no deficiency in the services, we enable that to happen because we provide some service called adjacent to the cloud service, where the customers can deploy their storage servers close to the cloud service providers, and the cloud service providers network pops up within our data center, and you can have less than 1 millisecond delays over there. Another one example that I would like to give here is that we have something called a Fabric Cloud Router service, where customers are enabled to transit data from one cloud service provider to other service provider very efficiently. Otherwise, they have to have a very long approach, which is not efficient, but with using Fabric Cloud Router, they can leverage different cloud service providers and then say that, hey, my data is on one cloud service provider, but I use some other service provider of some other services, and we make it very efficient for them. And I mentioned earlier, the Fabric is our flagship interconnection service, which enables multiple cloud service providers to be connected over a single port. So if a customer can take a single port and then start with, say, connecting to AWS only, then at any point of time, even at night, if they want to connect to Google or Oracle, they can just fire a circuit and then they can get enabled connected to all these cloud service providers. Not only that, if they want to increase the bandwidth from 1 gig to 10 gig, they can do that all through the portal. And they want to bring it down from 10 gig to 1 gig, again it happens all through the portal, and they get billed only for the duration that they have used the services for. So we enable our customers to leverage the benefit of scalability, flexibility, because we understand that their businesses are changing, their business environment, their business requirements are changing by the day, by the hour, if not by the hour. So we are enabling them through these services, and all those services now would be available in Chennai also. And of course, the most important thing is our ecosystem. The ecosystem that we have both in India and across the globe of content providers, cloud service providers, IT service providers, and all that. So if any enterprise is within our data center, they can leverage these. They can connect to them more efficiently, provide services or take services from them, and they will find that, okay, hey, being at the right place really makes a lot more efficient, make them a lot more efficient as far as their IT interconnection is concerned. Well, any new data center would require technicians, engineers to run the data center, first to build the data center, test and commission it, and then run it. So we are taking engineers from the market, but then we skill them for Equinix processes. We have subject matter experts all around the globe who provide necessary training on a regular basis, and that's an ongoing process. Doing that, we ensure that the quality of service, the level of expertise that is available in India is as good as anywhere else in the world, and that's the hallmark of difference that we bring to our customers, that they can walk into any data center across the globe, they get the same level of service, and hence they don't really need to bother, hey, is this data center good enough for us or not? If it's Equinix, then they go with the confidence that they will get the same service that they have got in other parts of the world. And just to let you know that around 60% of our revenue are from customers who have deployed for more than in more than 3 regions, in 3 regions of ours. That means that these customers have really benefited from the reliability of our data center, the architecture, the technologies that we have deployed, and the interconnection systems over a period of time, and that's why they have spread, they have grown with us over the period of time. Finally, we don't do everything ourselves. We need partners for doing that. If a customer wants to use cloud service providers, they come to our data center and they connect to these cloud service providers using our, say, Fabric platform. So we are working with all these cloud service providers, ensuring that they are on our cloud platform, on our Fabric platform, which enables our customers to leverage multi-cloud more efficiently. But we also provide the hybrid multi-cloud facility so that they can have some of the capacity on their own infrastructure within our data center, and whatever they want to put on the cloud, they then put it on the cloud over there. So we have a good relationship with them across the globe. Nearly 40% of the cloud on ramps of the cloud service providers in the metros that we operate are in our data center. And cloud on ramps is the POP, point of presence, the network POP of these cloud service providers, where enterprises connect to them directly. So we have good partnership with all of them, and that's what our enterprises can leverage, that hey, if they are in our data center, they can connect directly to these cloud service providers within our data center. Similarly, we have partnership with the equipment manufacturers, the server manufacturers. We have partnership with the chip providers. We have partnership with other technology providers, the liquid cooling providers, and that gives us the flexibility that in any markets, if any customer has any requirement, we can meet that requirement based on our knowledge of having deployed it somewhere else in the world, and also because of our partnership with all these service providers, we can assemble the solution and then offer it to the customer in any part of the world, including Chennai also. Well, going by the customer segments who are leveraging Equinix platform, both in India and both in Mumbai as well as in other parts of the world, we can say that there's a diverse array of customers who are going to benefit from this. The cloud service providers are going to benefit because they will then be able to put their platforms here and have enterprise customers connect to them. The OTTs and the CDNs, because of our ecosystem that we have and the service integration services that we have, they can deploy their content over here and facilitate interconnection between them and the internet service providers, so that smooth content distribution can happen to the end users. Enterprises can benefit in a big way by being in our data center, leveraging the hybrid multi-cloud platforms that we have, and also the access that they get to global locations, the 270 data centers in 75 plus metros and 35 plus markets that we have. So in all, I would say that a big spectrum of customers are going to see a lot of benefit from our IBXs both in Mumbai as well as in Chennai, and we will pursue mainly these enterprise customers and the smaller builds of the hyperscaler customers also. Well, another good question, because we believe that energy conservancy is very, very important. So we have multiple programs for that. One is that we ensure that we deploy technology which consumes the least amount of extra energy required to do cooling and other things. And we explain some of the things that, okay, we have deployed some of those most efficient cool arrays, which is patented design of Equinix, very unique, for the first time deployed in the country. We are deploying special hot aisle containment systems, which are enablers for saving mixing of they prevent mixing of hot air and the cold air, and for higher power requirements like the 100 kilowatts when it comes to that for AI, these are most efficient. So we keep taking steps to improve our PUE and which ensures that customers don't have very high PUEs to pay for. But most importantly, we also are working in a direction to have green energy within our data centers. In Mumbai, we have done a captive renewable energy contract with a provider, and who is deploying on our behalf solar power and wind power in Maharashtra, and that power would be available very soon for us. So we are generating green power for us and using it in our data centers, while at the same time we are taking all measures to reduce the consumption of power. So we are starting off with 800 cabinets, and then when it is built fully over 4 phases, it will be 4,260 cabinets that will be supported in this data center. We have to be very close to our customers to understand their growing and changing needs. And as long as you are aligned to the customers' changing needs, I think we will always be relevant to that. And the one advantage that we have is that since we are a large global company, we have different customer requirements coming to us a lot earlier than maybe some other companies who may have a little less exposure, and hence we are much better prepared. To give you an example, AI deployment. So we are working with customers around the globe to deploy AI for them in different other markets. So as and when the demand for AI in India also grows up, we would be confident that we would have already deployed AI in a big way in other markets. We already would have partners, we already have architectures, what works, what does not work. And as and when the requirement comes in India, we would be all very well prepared to offer the most optimum solution to our customers. Well, e-waste in our data center, we have two aspects of e-waste. One is our own e-waste, and the second is the e-waste of our customers. For our own e-waste, we have partnership with some disposable companies who follow certain norms, and they dispose the e-waste that we generate. As far as our customers are concerned, they have the option of disposing it themselves, following the norms that they have for their organization. Most enterprises have their own norms, and they follow those own norms. Even the enterprise customers want support from us in disposing of their e-waste, the equipment that they have deployed here, and we do support them, leveraging our partners. In the present world, you are as successful as your partners are. So if this data center was built, it was all built because we had so many technology partners and other partners who have enabled us to build this data center. I think it's time now for us to leverage this partnership and cater to our customers and build and accelerate the digital journey of this country, and give the boost to the economy the way the government of India wants to happen in this country in the next few years. So we are here, Equinix is here to support the government's plans of making India a 1 trillion digital economy.